look, we're gonna talk about the NFC North. Last year, the Bengals came out of nowhere, going from worst to first, and then the Ravens went from first to worst. All right. So, but we're gonna talk about this upcoming season, where each team will rank in this division. So we're gonna kick it off with Carl. So, Carl, where do you see this division taking up at?
All right. So, I'm gonna start with the Ravens. Obviously, is my team. I think we're gonna go from worst to first. I think we're gonna have a repeat of last year, where a team goes from the bottom to the top. I think the Bengals will follow suit at second. I think the Steelers will go third, and I think the Browns will finish last. Y'all know I said it ad nauseum at this point. We finally get our team back healthy. We made a couple great pickups. Now, I mean, the Steelers also had a great draft. I hate the Steelers, but I'm not a hater, so I give credit where credit is due. They had another great draft. Picking up Pickens to me was probably a game changer with that receiving core that's already good. But we got to figure out that quarterback spot, which is one of the most important positions in football. So I can't really. I know the Steelers don't lose, but I can't give them that 1 or 2 spot just because of that quarterback position. The Bengals are the defending AFC North champ, so that's why I'm got them at 2. And Cleveland right now is in a disarray. We don't know what's going on with Cleveland. We don't know who's playing quarterback. Kareem Hunt wants out allegedly. Like, we just don't know. So if we were 8-3 with half a team, I believe my team will finish 1 overall. I don't really have too much more to say about it.
Okay. All right, Coach Coombs.
I'm actually on the same token. I mean, the Browns right now, they're looking like their color. So, it don't look like it's going to get no better. So, I have them in second place, 12-5, tied with the Bengals. But, with everything going on right now, again, with Kareem Hunt wanting to leave, I actually thought that two-headed duo was very beneficial for that offense. Even no matter what the quarterback issue was, they could always lean on the run for no matter what. And it always didn't have to be Nick Chubb, because Nick Chubb has proven, as good as he is, he can't stay healthy a whole year. So to have a compliment like Kareem Hunt, that to me is beneficial. But he's ready to go. So I think that's going to take a damper to their offense. You're not going to sit here and tell me they're going to win a lot of games with Jacoby Brissett. That's just there's no one in the world that can ever convince me of anything like that. So I do believe if he is out more than 6 games, Deshaun Watson, I have to put the Browns in last place. There's just no way I can give them more than that. I love Myles Garrett, but that defense is going to take a big hit because that offense will not move the football. The Bengals, I'm high on because they should continue off of what they did last year. I just don't see a complete drop-off. So I do see the battle between 1 and 2, between the Bengals and the Ravens. I'm going to go ahead and give the Bengals the up, though, because, that offensive weaponry is beautiful. And Burrow, there's so many things that you can prove. And as me and Carl go back and forth with Herbert, there's one thing that puts me on the burner of really trying to put him above a lot of people is when Burrow can come in off of the ACL tear and then go to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's a precedent that gets set with certain people. You know what I mean? Joe Flacco and Matt Ryan did it. They came in as rookies and they stayed in the playoffs, most of their tenure for that first 4 years. So presidents do get set, and he set one. So, with that kind of offensive power they got, that good head coaching that they got, if they can fix that defense, I still keep them at number 1. And I actually have the Steelers with Kenny Pickett. He's looking okay in preseason. Hopefully more comes for him to gain the reins, because Trubisky is not it, and it's been shown in preseason. So if it goes, he's not going to last past 4 games. It's going to go to Pickett. So that's why I'm keeping the Ravens at third, or the Steelers at third, because of their quarterback situation. They won't do enough in the beginning of the season to really propel themselves. You won't probably see a big change until mid to late season after Pickens kind of gets under his belt, if he is that new guy for them.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm almost on board with all of y'all. Almost. All right, almost. So me personally, I think the Ravens going to take this division back again. I'm on board with that too. So it's a sweep. So Carl, I know you happy over there. Go ahead. Make
Coach Combs picked the Bengals.
You picked the Bengals. I thought you picked the Ravens. You picked the Bengals. Okay. So look, the Ravens. I got the Ravens on the comeback tour. I got them finishing 12-5 next year. All right, I think I'm finish 12-5, and then I got second place, y'all.
You gonna say the Steelers? I mean,
The
I can't
Steelers.
argue.
I got the Steelers, and I got the Bengals taking a step back. The Bengals went 10-7 last year. They did fix their offensive line and everything. I get all that. But you know, the history just tells you Super Bowl hangover. All right. The Chiefs are the only team, I think, in the past, I don't know how many years, that actually came back and won their division after losing in the Super Bowl. You know, so and in the Patriots. So other than that, teams are terrible the following year after they lose the Super Bowl. So I think Joe Burrow and them will finish 9-8. I think they will finish 9-8 next year. So I think they actually going to be a game less. And I got the Steelers going 10-7. All right. Just off the strength of Mike Tomlin, he finally has, because think about it, whoever's starting is better than Big Ben. Let's say that whoever's starting for him this year is a upgrade from Big Ben last year. I get it. Big Ben got the IQ. He got the experience. He's a vet. But he did not have the talent at all to get the ball to those talented receivers he had last year. So this year, these quarterbacks will be able to do that. And their defense is still going to be up there. They're still going to be a top defense. And then, you know, TJ Watt is actually going to try. I think he back-to-back years led the league in sacks, right? Back-to-back years or that, right? Yeah,
Maybe I don't know because I know AD led 1 year.
What? No, like last year with TJ Watt, I think TJ Watt did it the year before that too, and I'm
I'm
mistaken.
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, but I know I think I saw something that said that he actually could be the first player in NBA, in NFL history to win a sack award 3 years in a row. So you know that's gonna be a motivated defense. So I got them finishing third. I got the Bengals. Sorry, still finishing second. Bengals third, and then I got the Browns. Man, the Browns. I think they're gonna fall off a cliff only because not a cliff really. They going to 6-11. I got them going 6-11 this year. All right. I'm on board with you with Matt. Right? With Jacoby Brissett. I don't think he's a good game. I mean, he's a good backup quarterback, but he's not a starter quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater is a better starting quarterback than him, and he didn't make the playoffs. So I think that the Browns are gonna take a step back because we all anticipate that Deshaun Watson's gonna be out for the year with this appeal they just put out. All right, so that's my take on the NFC North.
All right. I'm gonna throw my Cincinnati Ravens hat on for a second.
Cincinnati Ravens.
Cause y'all, you called me a Cincinnati Ravens fan last year because I like the Bengals so much going into the playoffs. My only pushback with the whole Super Bowl hangover thing is that you said the Chiefs didn't have a Super Bowl hangover, right? And I believe that was the case because of how high powered their offense is.
Mm-hmm.
This offense is as high powered, if not more high powered, than that Chiefs offense is. And they didn't do nothing but get better. Yeah, they lost CJ Uzomah, but you still got T, you still got Jamar, you still got Tyler Boyd, who's their third receiver, who is a 1,000-yard receiver. Like this trio can each get 1,000 yards. I think they backup last year was Drew Sample, who I think is supposed to start. Don't quote me on that. He's solid if he's still there. Joe Burrow is going to do what Joe Burrow do. And so I don't think the Bengals will have a hangover, like I said, because of how high-powered that offense is. Now, also got to throw this in there. Joe Flacco, one of the only two rookies to go to the AFC Championship game. Don't ask me the other one because we all know who it is, and it's disgraceful, but it is what it is. Yes, my only thing with why I think we'll be above the Bengals is because I think against the Bengals, Marlon won't be on Jamar. Marlon might be on more of a Tyler Boyd, and we might put Marcus Peters and Kyle Fuller on Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Because Marlon, as you can see, the speedier receivers where he can't get physical, that's his like weakness. If Marlon can't touch you, it's gonna look bad for Marlon. So I think Peters on the Jamar Chase will be better, even though Peters gambles, because Peters is so technically sound. He doesn't have to touch you. He can keep up with you. So I think Peters coming back will be a game changer against that trio. You also got the rangy safety, Marcus Williams. Kyle Hamilton is also really rangy. So that defense, I think, will have a lot of interceptions. Ravens already known for having interceptions, being stingy, taking the ball away. Now you just add more playmakers on that side of the ball. With the offense who likes to throw the ball a lot, I think we'll have more chances. That's why I got us first. Again, Steelers, who knows who's going to be the quarterback by week 5, week 6. I personally like Kenny Pickett. He was in my top 3 quarterbacks in the draft, so I don't have nothing bad to say about the guy. Wish he would have played against Michigan State in that bowl game so they could have lost, and he could have been the reason why they lost. But I'll take a New Year's Six bowl win. But, yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
So why I can't put the Ravens above? I'll match them with the Bengals. I'll even give them both the same record at 12-5, but I have to put the Bengals up top because I think they'll just have that. It's that tie win over the Ravens, and it's because the Bengals may supersede a 12-5 record. I gave them that as just as a base. Their shortest receiver is Jamar Chase. Their shortest receiver, and he's 6 foot. And if you are not physical with Jamar Chase, he will beat you for 80 yards off of a 3-yard catch. You have to get physical with these wide receivers. The problem is you're not getting physical with Tyler Boyd and Higgins because their height will overmatch you with these corners that are coming out pretty small in the NFL. Not too many 6'2" corners you're going to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So their smallest guy isn't even the slot guy. You don't have a problem dealing with this offense. Whereas Lamar Jackson's offense, I love that he has Bateman. And again, I felt that Bateman was the better wide receiver. It's just when Bateman and Hollywood were on the field together, the chemistry for Lamar was Hollywood. There was no chemistry with Bateman. And I understand that's why when Lamar went out and whoever they threw back there at quarterback, those are the guys that work with Bateman. So that's why you saw more of that chemistry.
Put some respect on Snoop's name.
I'm sorry, because I can't remember my man's name because he played
well.
Wrong. That man balled out. I feel bad not knowing his name. But with a receiver like Bateman, I think that Ravens' offense is going to move the way they kind of really want to. But I feel there's still going to be stoppage because I still feel it really comes down to strength of schedule, really, between the two. If you really look at it, it really comes down to strength of schedule.
The Ravens gets the bad end of that.
And that's the problem. And that's where I was saying that game and a half will give the Bengals that one up because the Bengals schedule, it's not a tough schedule. That's why I can give them a base at 12-5 and they can supersede that by 2 games. Ravens, I got them at 10-7, but I can move them up to 11. But I don't know if I can give them 12 wins. They would have to win. Like, for instance, they would have to beat the Browns twice, which they could possibly do. Because, again, I'm looking at the Browns. I had the Browns at what, 12-5? I could flip that, 5-12.
That Bills game is going to be pivotal. I think that's like week 3 or week 2. I know we played like the AFC East the first 3 games.
Exactly. Yeah. For both teams, for the Ravens and for the Bengals, it's which one of them can sweep the Steelers.
Yeah. See, what the Ravens favor out to me is that, I think the Bengals, I got the Bengals like the last stretch of the season going 3-5. I do. I got them going 3-5 after the bye week.
That defense going to sleep at the end of the season.
I think they're going to start off.
No, we can't disrespect that Bengals defense, man. I keep telling y'all.
Well, here's my problem. I think the Bengals D as a whole is good, but here's my problem with the Bengals defense. They can't hit. Like they're a wrap up technique, and guys get loose from their hitting. So, you're playing against the Ravens. That's a brutal game. That division is a brutal game. So you can't lose tackles playing. Somebody gonna beat you for 80 yards.
I can't. I mean, broken tackles happen, but the Bengals defense did contain 2 premier backs in that playoff run. Josh Jacobs and Derrick Henry. Now Deontay Foreman broke loose, but I don't know. I can't explain that, but
Derrick Henry get the touches though. I don't think Derrick Henry got the touches he supposed to have.
Like 20.
That game. 20 for Derrick Henry. That's not a lot of touches for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry.
You got to think he was just coming off that injury too, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. So that's another thing. He wasn't even fully healthy. And then who's the other back? You said
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Oh, I can't allow you to do that though, because when the Bengals were bad and they played the Titans the year before, which I told you before that game, they contained Henry to like 60 yards and won.
Yep.
All right.
I think the Ravens defense is what'll catapult them above the Bengals if it happens.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was saying with the whole matchups and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think
we'll scheme
Lamar.
it.
The one thing I would never do is take a hardball defense and say they're gonna lose. I can't. I've never seen it happen. They went 8-3.
I have. I had 2017.
Both
Tyler
sides
Boyd.
of the ball.
We called cover 2 on 4th and 17. Tyler Boyd streaks down the middle for a 49-yard touchdown. We don't go to the playoffs.
Was this during their injury? Their secondary
No,
was beat up?
no. This was Joe Flacco was at quarterback. This is like
that's right.
The worst play. This goes to my gripe against cover 2 and 4th and 3rd and long.
I think Flacco kept the defense on the field too long that game.
Nah, that
he
cover
played
2
horribly.
was terrible.
He played horrible.
All right, cool. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. That was good. So 1 Bengals, 2 Ravens. Hey, the good thing about this, you gotta play it out, right? You gotta play it out. Gotta play it out. So coming up, we're gonna talk about the AFC South. Y'all stick around for the next part. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.